Those are exciting times for all e-commerce brand owners. Shopify released over the last few weeks their Winter 2023 update. It contains over 100 product updates that you will want to implement within your store today if you don't want to be left behind. So in today's video, I want to go over my favorite changes that they're bringing into the platform and how I think those can benefit most e-commerce brand owners out there. My name is Justin and I'm the founder at Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. All right, so to get straight into it, this is their update website. If you want to go check it out, it's shopify.com/editions/winter 2023. If you remember last summer, I did a video on that. This is where they released Shopify Markets, which honestly is a video that did very well on the channel. They released tons of great updates last summer that I saw a lot of our clients benefit from, actually, including the market update, which in my opinion was one of the most impactful ones. But I want to cover a little bit of the top changes here. There's honestly a bunch of changes that, hey, are cool. They're convenient changes, but they won't really change your life. So I want to take the time to highlight the ones that I think are going to have a big impact for most stores out there. So we start with the bang. I think this one is the best change that they've done, and this is why they put it on top right here. I was talking about that on one of my recent podcasts with one of our clients at the agency, the one-page checkout. This is probably going to bring a big boost in conversions to every single store out there. Whereas now in one single page, people can check out instead of having a multiple page process. You can see it right here. You click checkout and everything is at the same spot. Your shipping, your billing, payments, everything, you all do it in one place. Whereas before, if you remember, the Shopify traditional checkout process was a multi-step process. You would first have to go to the cart, then go to the checkout. Then afterwards, you would have to fill out your billing, then shipping, then payments, then whatever. You had like a couple steps to go through. Now, everything is done in one page. So they're simplifying natively their checkout process. As they say right here, fewer fields to enter, make it faster for customers to complete their purchase, and fewer page loads means less friction for customers. So I inevitably think that off the bat, for anybody who's on Shopify, they will see a percentage increase in conversion rate. Now, one thing to note that I think is very interesting, which is not something that they obviously talked about in their update, but if you look at Amazon, the reason why Amazon stores convert so well, it's because people trust Amazon as a platform, right? If you look at an average Shopify store conversion rate right now, or where I would say is the average of most brands that succeed on there is anywhere from 1 to 5%. That's where most brands are sitting at. Whereas if you look at Amazon, it's closer to 10 to 15%. The conversion rate on Amazon is much better than it is on Shopify. Not because the product page isn't necessarily better. I mean, look, Amazon is obviously a great platform in itself, but it's because people trust Amazon as a business. Therefore, they inevitably trust more the people that are selling on Amazon. And you would be surprised by how many people are not even sure that they're buying from a business that is selling on Amazon. They think they're buying from Amazon. If you listen to people talking, they're like, oh, I've bought this product on Amazon, right? They don't know what company is selling that product. They just bought it on Amazon. That's what people say. And I feel like Shopify is somewhat trying to migrate into that. They're trying to make it holistically simple for an e-commerce brand to start selling direct to their customers in every way, shape, or form. And through Shop Pay, through their Shop Promise, which is also something that we're gonna discuss in a second, they're trying to make it so that people trust Shopify first before trusting the brand or the store that is selling on Shopify. So that this way, inevitably, again, changes like this one, or changes that bring trust to the platform, to the company in itself, to Shopify, will boost conversion rate of all of its users. If that's the case, all of its users make more money. If all of its users make more money, then Shopify makes more money. So they're incentivized to bring more trust to the platform in itself. So I think this is something that they're actively working on right now and implementing within their platform. So I had just mentioned there is Shop Promise, which I believe was already announced previously, but now essentially it's out there. So you would have the button that says basically buy with Shop Pay, 2-day delivery. They basically promise that you would be able to deliver that within X amount of time. So you got to be eligible to apply for that, obviously. So it only works for certain stores. But where I think it's interesting, which again is a topic I mentioned in one of my recent French podcasts, was that Shopify is taking a very interesting direction with their business. Because if you look at it now, Shopify has its own fulfillment centers. So you can now stock products directly at kind of Shopify facilities based on one of the changes that they introduced last summer. So that's new. So basically you can stock your stuff at Amazon. Now, Shopify can also lend you money. You can get a loan from Shopify itself. You can also use ShopPay, so you can process payments straight on Shopify. Then you can also do wholesale now, straight on Shopify. So it's like every facet of an e-commerce business can now be handled on Shopify. They are creating a monopoly for and making it like honestly very easy for a brand to just get started out there and move their entire operations to their platform. So going back into the new changes. So now pretty cool. People are also gonna be able to sign into your shop using Shop. So I myself personally have used ShopPay for honestly months at this point. Like I don't buy without ShopPay. Like I only use ShopPay because it's so easy, it's so fast, tracking goes directly to my phone. So it's honestly on a consumer basis, it's fast to check out and it's easy to access tracking. So that's pretty much all what your customers want. Now that you can log in through Shop straight on People's Store, I think this is also gonna help speed up the checkout process. And now for one of the first time, Shopify is introducing AI tools for your store. They're very interesting. They're calling it Shopify Magic. So again, I've also talked a lot about AI on the channel recently because I think it's great for any e-commerce brand owner to start utilizing that. But as an example, from right here, you can have auto write, which basically you put product features and then Shopify in itself would write a product description based on those benefits and features that you would have listed right there. So pretty cool, helps you save time. And at the end of the day, if this is something that helps speed up your process, why not use it? This section right here, I'm gonna very briefly touch on it because it doesn't really apply that much to the audience watching those videos. But as mentioned earlier, I just wanted to kind of remake the point, whereas like Shopify is trying to make it easy for you to be everywhere within their platform. So there's stuff for in-person retail right here, more, customization, and something that they had announced last summer, but that I believe is getting rolled out right now is sync and sell on YouTube. So also pretty good to have right here. You can also now integrate that on your YouTube channel. They show a very good example of how it can be used here on the right. But basically, somebody's an example doing a yoga class, and then while they're doing a tutorial or a class or a live stream, then they could literally have your products pinned on screen so that people can buy live. It's a great way for you as a brand to make money. It's also a great way for creators to make money from their long form content. Because as we know so far, a lot of brands would, or a lot of people nowadays use short form content to sell products, whereas long form content kind of took a bit of a hit, but this will be great for long form content. Now this one I think is a big feature that a lot of the people that complained in my last year's video regarding Shopify markets will be super pleased to hear about that. So a lot of people were asking me, Justin, how do I do taxes? How do I handle, customs, VAT for these new markets and countries that I add? Like I have to think about all of this now. Yes, Shopify makes it easy for me to sell in these countries, but then I have so many numbers to handle. That kind of fixes that. Basically, you offload your tax filing internationally, registration, remittance. They basically show right here that it'll remove items that have import restrictions. You have also fraud protection that is internationally, prepaid duties and customs documentations, different shipping rates that are apparently what they say is more affordable based on partners that they give you access to internationally. So with that being said, most of the concerns that were listed under my video of last year seems like they were fixed. I don't know if Shopify team actually saw my video. Hopefully they did. But with that being said, they listened to the community and I love to see that. And now Shopify seems like they're taking a hit at incense and hashtag paid because they're releasing their own platform called Shopify Collabs, where creators can sign up on there and advertise their own creator services. And you can install this app on your Shopify backend and work directly with creators right there, which is honestly great. We have yet to test it with our clients, but if you look at it right here, you have the influencer database, which Incense and hashtag paid already give you. Now, this is where I think it's the best thing that they could have possibly done right there. There was a big gap for that. There's only one solution out there that would allow you to actually track your influencer performances or to actually track shipping and fulfillment straight on the app. And that was an app that I had a demo call with them. I'm not gonna mention their name. They were $36,000 a year at the minimum. You had to pay for a 1-year contract. It was very expensive. And if you look at that right here, you can now do that natively on Shopify. You can literally track your stuff on how everything is going in terms of fulfillment and shipments for these creators. You can even give commissions straight through PayPal if you gave them a code as an example. So Very easy to collaborate with creators now straight from Shopify. I will probably make a separate video on that once we have tested that in-house. I would love to test it with some of our UGC clients, so stay tuned for that. Now for my advertisers out there, great news out here. Shopify Audiences, which is a tool that we used actually with one of our clients on Facebook, it worked pretty good. We did honestly get some pretty decent results from using these Shopify Audiences on Facebook. There's a video on that on the channel, so go check that out if you have not already. But they're now releasing the same thing for Google and Pinterest, which you can now export Shopify Audiences straight to Google and Pinterest so that you can run ads to these audiences based on Shopify first-party data. Now, a small but maybe underlooked change that they did, Shopify Forms is something that they're just releasing right now, which you can now capture emails with that and then send it to wherever essentially is your platform for those emails. Now, don't get me wrong, the options that you already have with Klaviyo and everything are probably still best, but hey, they released that essentially on November 8th, 2022. Apparently, again, it's good to have. It's probably gonna load a little faster than these third-party apps. Nonetheless, I would still use a third-party app as of right now because I don't think this is gonna be honestly the best way to do it, but cool feature nonetheless. Now, I skipped a pretty good chunk in the middle of that update. So once again, you can view it by looking at the links that you have right now on screen. So shopify.com/editions/winter 2023. One that I think is going to be good also is that shipping insurance is now included out here. And there's like this main thing that I think is going to be great for Canadians, because I know this was, sometimes not necessarily the best for them, but what they say is that businesses using Canada Post can now access improved rates with Shopify shipping or choose to offer their own rates at checkout. Businesses who want even more options can now work directly with UPS Canada. So again, good alternatives for Canadians out there who are shipping through Shopify. And that concludes what I think are, in my opinion, the best and most interesting changes that they're bringing to Shopify this year. Once again, check out the article for yourself, see what could be good for your brand. I may have not covered all topics. I mean, I definitely did not cover all topics today, so check out other ones that might be interesting for your specific case. On that note, join our free Facebook group in the description down below to join a community of e-commerce brand owners, marketers, and advertisers working within the e-commerce space. We post exclusive content for group members. I am usually very quick on responding to group members, and we do exclusive lives for these group members. So free community, again, join that in the description down below, and check out the channel for more videos about e-commerce, marketing, and more. So on that note, I'm gonna see you guys in next video. Peace.